Thank you for watching the one-to-one parent/guardian meeting video. This is if you are not able to attend the registration meetings, you need to have watched this and signed off on the contract at the end of this in order to check out the Chromebook. What does going one-to-one mean? It means that each student will be issued one Chromebook case, charger, and earbuds that they can take with them from class to class as well as at home at the end of the day. Sophomores, juniors, and seniors can check out their Chromebooks on the evening of August 12th at the high school. Freshmen will get it during Fresh Start on August 13th, and anyone who needs to check out their Chromebooks who did not get it during Fresh Start or the evening of the 12th can get it on the evening of the 13th. We'll have those times available in student services and on the website. Chromebook Expectations. The case must stay on the Chromebook at all times. Removing the case will result in the students being responsible for 100% of any repair costs. The Chromebook case, earbuds, and charger travel with you throughout high school. That's not talking about just from place to place. It means that you're going to have the same Chromebook case, earbud, and charger from your freshman year. You will check that in at the end of May, at the end of finals, and get that exact same Chromebook case, earbud, and charger the following year in August. So please take care of it because you're not getting a new one. You're going to have the one that you got this first time around. Chromebooks need to come to school every day charged, so please make sure that you're charging that at home each night. It'd be the same thing as showing up to class without a writing utensil or without a book. Our teachers are planning their lessons using these Chromebooks, so they need to actually show up ready to be used. Loss or damage, you can find the information for this in our student handbook. If it is an issue with the Chromebook itself, that has nothing to do with the student's use, then we will replace that if it's covered by the warranty. No charge, no claim. If there is student negligence, intentional destruction, or a lost Chromebook, then we're going to use the cost share program. The only thing that kind of is a case-by-case scenario is with theft or fire, but it's important to note that a police report and an official fire report would need to be placed in order for those to be deemed as the status. This is our cost share program. The first time that you have to have your Chromebook charged, we're going to take care of that. The second time that there's an issue, you are responsible for 20% of that cost replaced. The third time, you're responsible for 80%. And fourth, fifth, sixth time, you're responsible for 100%. Chromebooks are very sturdy, and we have some really great cases that they're supposed to be in at all times. So this should not be a big issue if you are taking care of your Chromebook. If there's something happening, then we need to look at what you are doing to the Chromebook. The other thing is that we made sure that this was a percentage and not a flat cost. That's because if you have one of your letters pop off and you need a new letter W on your keyboard, that's a much different cost than if you break your screen. A lost Chromebook, if it is gone and you cannot find it, then in order to get a new one, you'll have to pay for 50% of the replacement cost. The second time if that happens, it'll be the full replacement cost of the entire Chromebook. So please make sure you know where your Chromebook is at all times. Have a good spot for it at home so that there's a central location. If you fail to pay for the cost of the damage or you lose it more than once, you will not be able to take it home anymore. We're going to have you check it in at the end of every day and check it back out. Again, the Chromebooks will be used in class, so you do need to have a Chromebook and it needs to be charged. So you will just have to be responsible for that extra step each day. It will be defined as lost if it cannot be located by the tech department or a student within 1 week of being reported as lost. So please go to 256T and say that you've lost your Chromebook and you can't find it. If it is open and on, then our tech department has a good way to find it through GPS. If it is not, you have 1 week to look for and find it before we deem it as lost and you are responsible for getting a replacement. For the case, the first time you pay 50% for a new case. Anytime after that is the full replacement cost. The internet is going to be used a lot for all types of assignments and activities that we do in class. Occasionally, we will give assignments in class that require you to be online at home. Something that you need to know for anybody who does not have internet at home is that there are plenty of offline abilities on a Chromebook, such as Google Docs, Sheets, Slides, and Forms. Basically, this means if you need to just type a paper or do a PowerPoint, do something on Sheets, which is basically like Excel, or a form, you don't need to be on the internet to do it. If your teacher gives you an assignment that requires the internet, such as a research paper, where you have to go out to the internet to get information to use in your paper that you're typing and you don't do that at school and you need time to do it at home, you can check out a hotspot from the library. In order to do that, you must get a pass from the teacher that says that you have an assignment that you need to work on specifically. You'll check out a hotspot from the library at the end of the day. So during Raider Hour or on Wednesdays, it would be during the last 10 minutes of 7th hour. It will be due back to the library before first hour the following day. In order to qualify for that hotspot checkout, you need to fill out the additional borrower contract. These are available in student services. If you need it for more than one day and checking it out just for that overnight feature is not working out as well, then you can go to the Fond du Lac Library. They have hotspots that are available for checkout. There's a lot of different locations for the public that offer free Wi-Fi, such as the library, McDonald's, Starbucks, Target, and a lot of different places. We can help you find one that is close to where you live if you just let us know that's what you're looking for. There's also a lot of different hotspot deals that phone carriers do. So if you have a phone but you don't have internet at home, if you qualify for free and reduced lunch rate, a lot of them have different deals so that you can get a hotspot at home to get some data available for your students, enough to go ahead and do those assignments for as low as $5 or $10 a month. Here's a couple of suggestions for Chromebooks at home, just so there's some accountability for students and so that we're protecting them from too much screen time as we do use it as active screen time. And for educational purposes, oftentimes students can find other ways to use them that end up being too much screen time or getting them into trouble. So some advice would be to keep it in a public space. Ask your students what they're working on. As we get into using the internet more, we're going to have a lot of different types of assignments that are kind of really cool. Set a curfew or a time limit for working on the Chromebook so they're not doing it late into the evening. Make sure you're charging the Chromebook overnight and keeping it in the case at all times. So protect it from spills or anything that might get dropped. I personally keep mine in the case in my backpack, and I just walk my backpack right over next to an outlet, plug it in, keep it in my backpack, let it charge overnight, and just unplug it when I'm done and zip my backpack up and take it to school. So it never actually comes out of my backpack or off the charger when I'm at home. Don't allow them to use the Chromebooks in their bedrooms or private spaces or overnight. Obviously, kids can get stuck doing things overnight or to keep them from being well rested for school the next day. There's a lot of different ways that you can connect to the classroom. Teachers will be using Google Classroom to post their assignments, syllabus, expectations. It's a great way to see what's going on in each of their classes. Again, we'll continue to use Skyward so you can check grades and discipline reports. There's all kinds of things on Skyward, so please make sure that your contact information is up to date on there. That's how our teachers contact the different parents and guardians. Some teachers use Remind, and our coaches use it as well to send out text reminders about big tests. So ask them. You have to get an opt-in code in order to be set up with Remind, but it's just a text message system. And our school does have a Facebook account to keep up with different things that are going on in the classroom. So we highlight a lot of different guest speakers and hands-on opportunities that are happening in the classroom. We also have a Facebook page from our EPCHS counselors. They're always posting things about scholarships, college visits, career fairs, and other things. Here's some different ways that you can support learning at home if you're looking to get more involved in your students' academics. Again, ask them to show you what they're doing in class. Help them construct emails when they're confused on instructions. I run into a lot of kids who get stuck on what to do. They're not sure what to do. Teachers expect them to ask. So help them to construct emails that make sense, to ask the questions that they need to get asked so they can get their homework done. Again, check Google Classroom and Skyward to see what's going on. Check the Digital Content Access Guide or Google Classroom for homework help resources. That's our school website link. Please demonstrate a positive attitude about education. We're all trying to help make them the citizens that they need in order to go out into the world and get a good job and do what they need to do to better this place and better the community. So let's just be an active team all together and just encourage your student to read. Again, anytime that they can be reading is going to help them to grow their mind. See the Digital Content Guide site for any other questions or help you might have. It's sites.google.com/ep309.org/digital content guide. You can always get to that from our school website, ep309.org, but that's how you get there. Here's kind of an idea of what it looks like. If you get here, you know you're in the right spot. There's even a special spot